Okay, hello everyone. So in the left side here is Manny Pacquiao and in the right side is Ricky Haton. This fight happened in year 2009, which is the most amazing fight for Manny Pacquiao and worst for Ricky Haton that causes him to stop his boxing career. We will not just talk about boxing. We will also talk about the three laws of motion that present and occurs in this fight. Do you believe that? The first law of Sir Isaac Newton states that the object will remain at rest or in a uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by an external unbalanced force. Or in other words, an object in motion will stay in motion unless an outside force acts upon it. Newton's first law is often referred to as the law of inertia. Let's say that Haton is in a standing position or just doing a uniform motion. So the unbalanced force here is the left and right hand of Manny Pacquiao throwing to the face of Ricky Haton that causes him to move backward and knock down on the floor. And that is Newton's first law of motion. Remember that things want to keep doing what they are already doing. So if that object is at rest, then it will remain at rest forever, unless there will be an external force acted upon that object and causes it to move. Next is the second law of motion. It states that acceleration of an object depends on the mass of the object and the amount of force applied. Or in other words, it takes more force to move an object with more mass. In mathematical form, you can calculate this by force is equals to mass times the acceleration. Second law of motion is being referred to as the law of acceleration. In boxing, the acceleration of your punch can increase the amount of damage being used in the punch. Manny Pacquiao in this part uses his speed advantage to knock down Ricky Haton. The fast acceleration speed of the hands of Manny Pacquiao results in hitting hard punch to the face of Ricky Haton and causes him to miss the punch, unbalance himself, and knock down on the floor. Last but not the least, the third law of motion, or the law of action and reaction. It states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So when Manny Pacquiao hit Ricky Haton with a solid left hand punch, it makes his hand stop at a center and he slings back from the force of the blow. So the action there is the solid left hand punch by Manny Pacquiao, and the reaction is obviously when he slings back and his body reacting in the opposite direction. And that is all for the three laws of motion, and Manny Pacquiao wins the game with a TKO victory. Mabuhay!